Okay. Link's Awakening. Still 0 death. I did the face dungeon last time. I think we're really close to getting a new sword. And, I have the level 2 grabby thing. And, I don't know how much progress I'm gonna be able to make tonight, but... I think I can probably do a couple things. I don't know if I'll be able to do a dungeon. How much? There's 2 instruments remaining. So maybe I could do level 7 dungeon. I'm not sure. Acquire Rooster? Can I do Rooster yet? Eagle's Tower is a bit of a bitch, but I will say that Eagle's Tower is one of the best dungeons in this game. And... I hadn't, you know, played this game in a while, so I didn't remember how good Eagle's Tower was. But when I watched the Boss Keys segment on Eagle's Tower, I realized, wow. Every frame is so dense. Head back towards first dungeon. There's a tree, 1 screen to the east that you can dash into for a shell. Okay. I somehow managed to find all of the seashells when I was a kid without a guide, so I guess I got lucky. Either that or I was so obsessed with this game that I would explore everything forever. I was much more of a completionist when I was younger than I am now. Muscle says, I cannot state adequately how funny that shit was during the break, by the way. I was cackling. I was cackling behind the scenes, because it was a cheap shot joke, but the way Charles, like, I slowed him down, the way he was like, slow down. It was good. Port. I need to do the port. Do I do the feast? Feast song? The fuck? I guess I can always come back here when I need to. Forgot about that. Kids actually have a longer attention span than most adults, I think. I think it's because when you're a kid, it's like you're high all the time. And like, you could just stare at colors. And it's amazing. And then things get less and less good. And suddenly the colors don't have the impact, so you need the colors to do more crazy things. And then move, and then you need like 3D, like, models to move around, and then you need to build forts while you shoot. And that's where we are now. It really is like that South Park episode. I mean, I can still really get into a video game and put, like, a lot of attention into it. Like, Breath of the Wild held my attention, but there was no way I was gonna get all the Koroks. Mario Odyssey was really good. You know, I enjoyed playing that, but there was no way I was gonna get all the moons. So some games still really beckon me. Someone in chat said, I used to be able to have fun with a twig and play for hours, and now I need constant video game and phone games for sustenance. Yeah. Yeah, twigs were great. I used to, like, play with bugs. You need to push the rooster. Yeah, here comes the rooster. Oh, I don't even remember this. Wow, the rooster has recovered. He seems very friendly. Vinny, you should stream Twig. In a couple days, Nintendo is releasing Twig. Rooster has recovered from death. I am a death machine now. I have become death. Destroyer of worlds. You ain't found a way to kill me. Twitch front page, what am I watching? I don't know. Am I on the front page? What are you talking about? I shouldn't be. I'll return the item you gave to me. Okay, I think I need the shovel. For a couple things. Vinny, you are on the front page? What? No, it's Fortnite. Fortnite. More Fortnite. IRL. Yeah, there was some japery, I believe. Let's see. Ninja streaming Fortnite with 104,000 people. Holy fuck. Wow. Man, I'm happy that my, you know, Twitch numbers have grown very, very slowly. You know, like, it took a long time to get here, and that's good because I was very, very slowly acclimated to larger numbers. I can't imagine going from, like, 5 to 20 to 100,000. Jesus. No, this is good enough. Really. We're fine here. How are you? But that is so... That's, yeah, that's a whole different level. That's like... mainstream. Mainstream-esque. Imagine how unreadable your chat becomes. Well, it's just feeling at that point. You know what I mean? That becomes like, you don't know what people are saying, you just see the emotes, and you get a general feel for like the speed of the chat. There it is. Like, if the chat goes faster, it means they're happy. If it's a little slower, it means you didn't do anything interesting in the past couple minutes. And that's about it. So, chat, what do I do with this rooster? I have the rooster, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. There's one to the west of Tail Cave. You need him to get to the tower? Okay, there's one to the west of Tail Cave, the first dungeon that you dash into. Okay. West of Tail Cave. Also bananas. Some of the dungeons don't appear to be on the map. Let's see. Owl. Yeah, I don't remember where it is, that's why I'm checking. You can get the shell near Canelet with the rooster. Okay, I'll do that first. Trade shield for boomerang. Do I really not need shield ever again? Oh, fuck. Can't get me up there, right, Rooster Buddy? No. You can buy another shield. But then you wouldn't have any room for the fire rod. Wait, this isn't the way. Where the fuck am I going? I'm very, very, very bad at this game. Okay. Wait a minute. Is Gooey dead? I don't even have Vineriker at the moment. Oh, I didn't update Chatty. Whoever's working at Frankerface Z, they did not check for my Gooey emote. Wow, I did it again. This must be infuriating to watch. Like, I have an idea in my mind where the castle is. I just forget that you have to go all the way the fuck around to get there. Oh wait, I think I can do something here. I haven't done this yet. Fuck. You can bomb the skull? You sure? Well, oh, maybe I can lift the skull. Okay, so here's this place. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you need Roost Yacht for this one. Pegasus boots or bombs will destroy that? Okay. Okay, so there's one back at the first dungeon. And... maybe there's another one? Well, I know there's another one, I just don't know where it is. Chat, any ideas? Vinny, by the way, thanks for introducing me to Chatty. It's been a godsend. And it's highly customizable. I didn't really like it at first because there was certain things I was used to from the, you know, the Twitch chat. But, yeah, it's good. Your B button. No. There's a bomb wall in that cave you just walked through. No shit. Chatty is sort of ugly, but that's just Java. I actually got my, my Chatty to look almost exactly like Twitch chat in dark mode. It doesn't want my shield. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Okay. I guess while I'm here, I want to check out that cave. If there's a bombable wall, I need to find that shit. But, yeah, okay, so... Okay. So, first dungeon, and then... I see a couple people in chat that had some ideas for where the last one was, but I still don't really know. Find a shell on top of the cave, digging near the catfish place. Okay. How the fuck did I miss that? It seems obvious in retrospect. Oh, and I remember this room too. Come on. Oh. Around here, secrets are nigh. Okay, so this could be a thing. Ah, fuck. Why did I get the boomerang? God damn it. I guess I'll ask, is that the last seashell right there? That's the one, isn't it? No. That is a seashell. Okay, well, when I say last, I mean... There's two left, but... That's one of them. One of the two that are left. There's 26 seashells? What? I thought there was 20! You only need 20 of 25. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so here's something I didn't know. Remember how I said I was learning new shit about old games all the time? I didn't know that there were extra seashells in this game. I know how to use the 3 seashells. How do you think I'll wipe my ass? This is 2018, alright? We are all wiping our assholes with the 3 seashells. Okay, this is the future. Sylvester Stallone is gonna wake up from his cryogenic sleep very, very shortly. What was this? You use wet wipes. How dare you? You know, the flushable wet wipes aren't really flushable. Like, they can still really, really clog up your fucking pipes. So just be careful. Vinny, do you have a septic tank? Yes, it's called the Vinesauce stream. Bad joke. You know what? It was just obvious. But I really didn't know that there were more than, you know, the needed amount of seashells in this game. Every time I played it, I just assumed that I had found every seashell. Maybe I had stopped looking. You know, got the sword and I was just like, oh, well, fuck that. I'm not gonna look anymore. No. I'm telling you, if you want to be really, like, hard mode, you gotta use lettuce. Forget about the 3 seashells, the flushable wipes, the toilet paper. It's all about lettuce. Sandpaper? Alright, fine, fair enough. Yeah, sandpaper is hard mode, but lettuce, I guess, is difficult. Like, if there's tiers of difficulty, I'd say that lettuce is probably still kinda- it's not as painful. But that shit would crumble. Steel wool. Oh, that's a good one. Someone in chat says, do I want to know what the fuck we're talking about? No, you don't. No, you don't. You've been blessed with ignorance about this particular topic. I recommend you leave with your ass-wiping virginity intact. You know what? I just gave away the secret. I wonder if Twitch is gonna implement some kind of, new feature where every time you wipe your butt, you get, like, 20 bits to spend. Twitch brand toilet paper. Alright, well, here we go. Shits for Bits. That's the program. The Shits for Bits program. My job here is finished. Kind of vaguely resembles the Master Sword a bit, doesn't it? You've got a new sword. You should put your name on it right away. Well, it's double powerful. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the extra length that it looked like it had just then. But it does shoot swords. The official art for it looks just like the Master Sword, does it? So yeah, it's cool. It's just not, you know... It's not the coolest, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty damn powerful. So, not only does getting them actually make the music go away and replace it with like a shitty loop, but you have to read what it does every single time. So, if you want to know why I avoid those, now you know. This has to be the weirdest way that you get a sword in any Zelda game, though. It's just so fucking odd that you collect a bunch of seashells, go into a mysterious shack, and then they give you the Master Sword, or a Master Sword. Vinny, would you ever play the original Zelda? I have, a bunch of times. I think a couple of those times are on, Full Sauce. I have Zelda 1 randomized, which is a lot of fun. Does this sword have an official name? Like, is there lore behind this particular thing? The sword, Seashell sword. Bean bowl sword? Alright. Sword 2. If Sword 2 was so good, how come Sword 3 never happened? That's a good meme. You could use that with a lot of things. Isn't that good? Oh, I don't think I need the, Excuse me, I don't think I need the shovel anymore. So I'm gonna go back and get the boomerang. I know I'm doing a whole lot of faffing. Just going back and forth, the old in out. But, I think after this we're good. I have a rather unfortunate piece of news. So, I mentioned, that Dark Souls for Switch was delayed, which is gonna upset some people, but I have actually even more worse news. I have terrible news, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I often am on the stream. Did I get rid of the boots? Why did he take the boots? Alright, well, again, here, I'll go back and get the fucking boots back. This is just faffing. Tonight is all faff. No substance. But again, I do have to give you, bad news, which is this. Yep. I know, it's fucked up. Actually, there's a song for the occasion. I'm gonna play for you. It's rather sad. Why is there so much of this? Hang on a minute. Hang on. There was something else. One more. Nick linked me to this. This is how I learned about this news. Nick in chat. Here it is. Here's the one. I'm sorry, guys. This is the one I've been meaning to show you the whole time.
I committed tax fraud. I committed tax fraud. Tax fraud. Tax fraud. Tax fraud. I committed tax fraud.
Now I want you to know that even though I'm presenting
tax fraud.
This meme to you, I don't understand it, and I have no idea where it came from. But if you go to Silva Gunner's, if you go to the Silva Gunner webpage, there's also Kirby does his taxes. So it seems like taxes are
taxes.
Yep.
Taxes.
I want to die a little. I just want to die a little bit. I don't think that's about tax fraud, is it? Hmm. Maybe it has something to do with the IRS website going down earlier. Well, my taxes are all filed and done, and they are 100% truthful and accurate, because, you know, fuck that. I am not taking any risks. But, you know, that's just on the record. But what do you mean the IRS website was down? That was a meme? No, it really went down. So then why are people memeing about it? Vinny, what is there to do in New York? I'm visiting. Not a whole lot. Yeah. I'm sorry to say there's nothing to do in New York. You just kind of sit there. There's a small angry man that tells you about how he walked Bob Dylan to the stage in 1970-something. You should visit him. Because a government website going down on tax day is very silly. Well, I'm actually... Yeah. I guess I assumed that everyone was doing their taxes and that's why it went down, but... Now it sounds so much worse. Hoot hoot, your path is not easy, but you are almost there. Go east, the windfish is getting restless. No, I'm not the best tour guide for New York, but I can tell you a couple places. You know, there's good pizza everywhere. Check out the Museum of Natural History. Nintendo New York. If you're a Nintendo fan, I'm assuming you are if you're watching this. Or at least have some passing vague interest in Nintendo, in which case it still might be worth checking out. There's the Staten Island Ferry, that's free. You get to see the Statue of Liberty and you get to ride a stupid fucking boat. What else? I'm trying to think of things that aren't overly expensive to do. I like, you know, I like John's Pizza. There's Prince Street Pizza, which I would highly recommend. There's all kinds of exhibits and galleries and stuff. There's, I mean, there's just places to walk around and see the history, the old buildings, and check out the architecture. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot to do, and even if you are on a very tight budget, you can still figure stuff out, but it's... New York is not the easiest place to visit if you don't have a lot of money. So... But there's a place called, Joe's Pizza. It's on Carmine Street. And it's a really good slice of pizza, and it's not very expensive. So if you're looking for some decent pizza, you just want to grab a couple slices, then sit in a park and eat it, Joe's on Carmine Street. I can't think of any other things, but, I mean, maybe... Madison Square Garden is cool, but, I mean, that's expensive, and, you know, you have to hope that something that is going on, it would pique your interest, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of like legendary places. Radio City Music Hall, which I was at recently, and I saw Noel Gallagher there. It was fan-fucking-tastic. I loved it. Central Park, Washington Square Park. Go to Washington Square Park or one of those parks and you'll have a good time. Just because there's like, you know, musicians, there's like mimes. Well, alright, maybe mimes aren't so amazing, but yeah, there's like people doing street art and like there's weird shit and like vendors. If you want to buy some like cheap bootleg stuff, go to Chinatown. Chinatown has amazing Chinese food though. I mean, obviously. There's Korean barbecue if you have some more money. But Chinatown's a lot of fun to go to just to see the weird bootlegs. And you can actually buy some stuff fairly, you know, cheap in some parts of the city. So, yeah, and you know, I've lived in New York City my whole life. I'm not in Manhattan, you know, but I still haven't discovered everything. There's so much. Oh, amazing. That rooster's actually flying. It's just like I said, eh? Have you tried to hold him over your head? Cluck cluck. Someone said I would rather die than go to any city. I'm assuming you don't like being around a lot of people. How about, driving in New York City? Does that sound appealing? It's not that bad. I actually drive in the city a lot. I don't have any problems with it. I mean, it can get a little nutty at times, but you get used to it, and it's like, you know, the cab drivers seem like they're absolutely fucking insane, but they actually manage to not kill a whole lot of people. Dig a hole in the mountaintop. Shovel's gone. But I guess, you know, there's city folk. And then there's people who want to turn over a new leaf and live in the wild world. I've said this on stream probably many times, but I'm more of a city person, but I need like a little bit of nature and peace and quiet and just get away from the craziness and like turn the phone off and not be around a whole fuckload of things. Like some of my fondest memories are in Pennsylvania, just in a fucking, you know, like a tiny little house in the middle of nowhere. Hey kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. I'll let you have more arrows. Yeah, Staten Island's actually quiet. Really, it is. I really don't think a lot of people, like, not very many people have the right idea about Staten Island, and why would you? But it's not very city. Again, we have a lot of green, there's a lot of parks, and, you know, it's not like, it's just not that nutty. It's pretty chill, and you can actually, like, I walk around my block sometimes at night, when the weather's nice. No one's up, no one's out, no one cares. It's It's just a, you know, nice peaceful stroll through a fucking, like, more or less dead neighborhood. Which I really like. I like that I can do that. So, I don't think I could live in Manhattan. I don't even know if I could live in Brooklyn. Maybe. Brooklyn's kind of cool. Brooklyn's a little bit more crazy, but still less crazy than Manhattan. Oh, fuck. What's this? I've never been to Staten Island, but to be honest, for some reason, you're the only person I've talked to that talks about Staten Island in a positive light. Maybe you've grown up... Maybe you have to have grown up there. Well, there's also a divide between the North and the South Shore, and, like, the types of people, and it's mainly the people that you know, that gets all the shit. The place itself is nice, and if you can find a way to avoid, how awful some of the people can be, then I think it's fine. But, yeah, Pete Davidson on Saturday Night Live just takes whatever chance he can get to tear Staten Island apart, and I totally get it 100%. I'm on board, mostly. But I also think that there's a lot of good here, too. And, I guess I'm just trying to be a little bit less cynical. I can still be cynical, but... it's good to see the positives, and it's not so bad here. But then again, what are you comparing it to? It's like, yeah, you can compare it to like a third world kind of thing, and yeah, then it's not so fucking bad. Exactly. That piece of heart is eluding me, and it's driving me nuts. Vinny, I'm not sure you would agree, but everywhere has their good and their bad. Except Detroit. I agree, though, yeah. Detroit is just the punching bag of the United States. I can't help it. I've never even been to Detroit. Jersey? Again, Jersey gets a lot of undue shit. I truly believe that New Jersey is a lot better than people give it credit for, and again, I count... there's a lot of, like, rich areas in Jersey. You have, you know, a lot of cool malls, I guess if you like malls. There's the Shore, like Wildwood, there's Atlantic City, which isn't exactly a positive, but it's there. I can't, you know, I'm not from Jersey, but I do feel a little bit like I need to defend Jersey a lot. Point Pleasant is really nice. Jersey only smells stank when you're in Elizabeth or some parts of Newark. It's not always stank. But it's got a bad reputation. Vinny, you really need to visit the West Coast to get some perspective. You know, one day I would like to visit the West Coast. I've always wanted to. I'm just not very fond of traveling. One day. Here it is. That's no rock. So fucking cool. Even for a stanky Game Boy game. So here's Eagle's Tower. This is probably the most... I'd say it's one of the most infamous Zelda dungeons in this game. One of the most infamous dungeons in this game is what I meant to say. I remember a lot of the weird little mechanics of this dungeon. And I always remember enjoying it when I got to it. And I would also say that it's got one of the cooler gimmicks of the Zelda series. But I'm not doing this tonight. Because, you know, it's 3 in the morning, I'm ready to get some sleep. Sorry everybody, I gotta leave you on a cliffhanger, but you know, I got here, I got a new sword. Save and quit. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, this is my usual end time. Taxes. Do your taxes. Taxes. Do your taxes. I'm not sure what the gimmick is there, but I don't recognize it. Apparently people in chat do. Okay. Okay, we're done. Take a look at the art. And, I'll just let you know once again that I'm going to be starting a game. I haven't had a chance to think about it today, because I really didn't have a moment to myself today. But, I have a couple of ideas for what game I want to stream next, like alongside Zelda. And it's not going to be an RPG, but there will be a big RPG stream soon. Soon? Wow, good job. Soon, and it's probably going to be Mario and Luigi. So, I'm not going to be doing a Mario game next, but something. So just bear with me, and we will continue doing more game. I just need to spend some time thinking about what I want to stream next, because I have a couple, there's like 2 or 3 things that I have in mind. I want to make sure I have a good time.